How you all are doing? Hoping you all are doing well. Today we are going to discuss a topic that is motion in a plane. We know very well in physics there are three-dimensional system are there or three coordinates. So what are the three coordinates? First is x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. These three axes are mutually perpendicular to each other. Means this angle is 90 degree to one another and this is called as origin. This is called as origin. And when we talk about this side, this is x and y, so it is called as xy plane. This is two-dimensional. And when we talk about y and z, this is yz plane. And we talk about this area, then this is zx, so it is called as zx plane. So in this chapter, we will start motion in a plane, means whether we talk about x or y axis, y or z axis, or z or x axis. So first we discuss what is a motion in a plane in two dimension. Means in this whole chapter we will discuss motion in a plane in two dimensional. So in two dimension, first we have to segregate on the basis of quantity. There are two types of quantity. First is scalar quantity and second is vector quantity. So what is scalar and what is vector? Scalar quantities are those quantities which having only magnitude and no direction. This means scalar quantity. And vector quantity has both magnitude and direction. Now, what is magnitude and what is direction? Magnitude means we talk about the length. Suppose when we talk in terms of two-dimensional, suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis and this is origin, and this is 1, 2, 3. This we have taken is, suppose this is taken in a meter, and in y-axis we have taken in seconds, time 1, 2, 3. This, suppose you are moving from 0 origin to 2 point. This is a length, or we can say this is a magnitude. And we talk about direction, means an object is moving from in this direction. We know very well there is east, west, north and south. An object is moving where it is an east, west, north and south. It acquires a direction and it also acquires some magnitude. So if a quantity has both having magnitude as well as direction, then we talk about the vector quantity. And the quantity, when we talk about only magnitude, then it is called as scalar quantity. So a question arises, how we have to represent a vector? The representation of vector is simple arrow. This is known as tail and this is known as head. Head and tail. This is known as tail and this is known as head. And the representation of vector, suppose I am talking this is an A. So it represent like this is a vector A. This is a symbolic notification of any vector quantity. Suppose I am talking about like this. This is vector A. This is vector B. Clear? Vector A and vector B. So on the basis of this vector, we are talking about some terms related to the vector. First, what is equal vector? First, what is equal vector? Means two vector. Suppose this is vector A and this is vector B, both having the same magnitude in same direction, then it is called as equal vector. And first, second, negative vector. One vector is moving in this direction, this is vector A. Opposite vector or second vector is moving in opposite direction, this is negative vector. Okay, so the third one, when we talk about this, and very important, is unit vector. What is unit vector? Unit vector is represented in the form of cap. This is known as cap, vector A cap. Vector A cap equals to vector A upon mod of A. What is mod? This is known as modulus vector. This is known as modulus vector. What is modulus vector? Modulus vector means that it's represent only in terms of length. This is called as unit vector, and unit vector, the value of unit vector means a vector it's acquire the length of 1 meter or any one length, 1 centimeter, 1 meter. This is called as unit vector. So these are the simplest term that we can use in terms of vector. In the next class we will discuss the addition of vector. There are 3 types of addition: triangle law, parallelogram law and polygon law. So thank you student. Hope you are doing well. Stay safe, stay home.